There we go.
All right, welcome back, folks. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. We lost Jamal. We're trying to get him back. Let me just text him.
Jamal, call back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that hasn't happened.
Yeah, that hasn't happened in a while. But that's live radio, folks. So where were we? What were we talking about? We were talking about, you were talking about.
Oh, we were talking about the Mets, Cincinnati.
Yeah, the Mets.
And they traded. And I just thought it was kind of odd that ESPN would say like they're a historically bad team.
We're talking about the Reds?
Yes.
Yeah, that's just a gross mischaracterization of the facts.
And they say that you're traded to the Reds. It's not like the Mets have been gangbusters for the past couple of years.
Right.
Exactly.
So, but hey, hopefully Matt Harvey goes over there and revives his career. He had that couple of arm injuries. And I just think that the tension between him and the Mets front office, he was never going to really reach his full potential again over there.
Yeah, it wasn't. And didn't he have that injury or he had some issues with Hey, Murph, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, welcome back. Sorry about that, but we were talking about Cincinnati. But yeah, Cincinnati is a historic franchise. You know, they had Joe Morey, they had Johnny Bench, they had
the Griffey Jr. and Senior.
Yeah, so they've had some players come through
Pete
there.
Rose?
Oh yeah,
Forget
about the gambling man, Pete Rose.
Yeah, well, he's still good.
He's getting railroaded. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
He should be in the Hall of Fame, but he did do some things that.
Well, he didn't gamble against his team losing, so I don't care why he gambled.
So you okay with him betting on his team winning?
Yes.
But we don't know that he never bet for his team to lose.
I'd bet on me too.
No, they came out and said he didn't bet on his team losing.
He said that.
Yeah, he might have.
They talked to his people. He didn't say. I'm sure he didn't just take his word for it.
Oh, so you saying they talked to the actual books?
Yeah.
All right, if they got confirmation, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me anyway. I think he should be in for his accomplishments. I don't think, and obviously it means something to him because he's still fighting to get in there.
He should. So, I mean, come on. You let people who cheat on the field get in.
All right,
what
now,
difference do it make?
Before we finish up, I want to bring up another interesting pop culture fact. Don Gorski. Anybody ever heard of Don Gorski?
No.
No.
You ever see the movie Super Size Me?
Yes.
Don Gorski. Yeah, you've heard of it.
Oh,
Gorski,
yeah,
you've seen it?
the Big Mac guy.
Don Gorski is Mr. Big Mac, right?
Yes. I showed that movie in health class.
He's
the one that ate Big Macs for a year or something like that?
No,
he found
every
fame
day.
after
Every
a brief
day.
appearance in the 2004 film Super Size Me. He had eaten 2 Big Macs every day since May 17th, 1972. And as of the movie, he was currently at 29,877. He was officially entered into the Guinness Book of World Records last year after devouring 28,788 in front of judges. And he just ate his 30,000th Big Mac.
Yes, I read that story. He doesn't eat
accomplishment.
He doesn't eat any vegetables.
How old is he?
64. His cholesterol is 160. Healthy cholesterol is between 130 and 159. And he has the receipts for all of his years of eating Big Macs to prove it. Now, my question to you is...
what is he getting out of this?
Nothing.
The Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, but he said he doesn't get anything from McDonald's. He pays regular price just like everybody else.
All right, let me ask you this, Murph. How many Big Macs could you eat before you get sick? Before you stop? On a regular basis, how many do you think you could eat?
You mean like how many a day?
Yeah, like not a day, but like how long could you go if you had to eat Big Macs every day? How many days in a row you think you could go?
5 days.
Goes?
Maybe 5.
Coach V?
One day.
I think I could do
in college. In college I did it a lot because they usually had them 2 for 2 deals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
In college you poor, so you trying to get deals everywhere.
Absolutely.
But now in my life, no.
I think I could probably do it for a couple of weeks, but I would say probably
Every
about 10
day?
days. Yeah,
I would get tired of it.
I'm a creature of habit. I eat the same thing over and over again every day anyway. It's just because I have allergies, so when I find something I like, I was on a project, Murph, and it was a restaurant down at like one of those stores that we go to get food. I eat the same thing every night for 2 years in a row for dinner.
Dang.
2 years.
2 years. Collard greens, candy yams, and baked turkey.
I have no problem with that because I can deal with it. But a McDonald's burger to me, I would just give I couldn't do it after a while.
What do you say, Murph? 2 years?
2 years, the exact same thing.
The exact same thing for dinner. Because you know what? You know how it is in
It's
the city.
easy and quick.
Right. It's
and you
easy,
got used to it,
quick.
you know it's good.
It's good. I ain't got to think about it.
Yeah.
You know how much time do people in our office spend? Where we going for lunch? Where you want to go? What you want to do? What you want to do this? It's like, man, just give me the same damn thing. I ain't got time to be thinking about that. You know who's like that?
I'm surprised his cholesterol stuff was that good.
You know who's like that? Speaking of that, there's a philosophy that says
Oh, I know why.
the
'Cause
former.
it's not really meat.
Well, we're not commenting on that. But anyway, the former GM of the Sixers that just recently got fired.
Hinkie?
Hinkie?
Yeah, I know you're talking about Kroenke.
Hinkie, right?
That's the
Sam
owner.
Hinkie.
Sam Hinkie.
Hinkie.
Okay. So you know what Sam Hinkie's philosophy is? And this is a philosophy that says he has like 30 blue suits, 30 white shirts, and that's what he wears every day.
Love it.
You know why?
Uniform.
Because it takes that decision off the
you gotta think
table.
about it.
That's why growing up, I love going to Catholic school. Love every Sunday night. Then after my mom did laundry, I went down there on the ironing board, pressed it. It'd be 6 pleated skirts, 3 vests, 12 shirts.
Your parents were in the military, right?
No, they weren't. Starched in iron, ready
Well,
to
you
go.
know, it's interesting because I also went to Catholic school and I hated wearing a uniform.
Love my uniform.
I used to see those kids wearing regular clothes. I'm like, man. But then when I got to high school and I could wear regular clothes, I was like, man, this sucks.
Yeah.
I got to pick out something new. And it still sucks to this day. And that's why I wear pretty much the same thing. I grab a different shirt. I got about 30 black T-shirts in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
I just grab a pair of jeans and a black T-shirt, and I don't care. It just takes that
Yep.
thought process. Or I got a bunch of polos. I got the same polo in about 40 colors.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a matter of which color I want to
I
wear
got the
that
same
day.
tee in multiple colors.
And Murph, you can't talk because Murph will come in. Murph got the same pair of Air Force Ones in about 15 different colors.
Yep.
So don't try to laugh at me. I know you're Stilo. All right,
Yeah, that's true.
give it to me. How do you see? Talk to me about the Sixers a little bit, and can they come back from a 3-0 deficit? Really?
3-1.
Well, it's 3-1,
Nah.
but they already won one. So yeah, you're right. It's 3-1.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think it's a wrap. I feel like they were a little overrated. People got hype over, the young talent they have, but that's really all they have, and those guys are still young, and they're going against a great coach and a team that they were the second seed. Even though Kyrie was there most of the time, but a lot of these guys contributed. They got a lot of young talent. They play hard. They play good defense. So I don't see a way that this Philly team could beat Boston 4 straight times. I just can't see it.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
They
Coach
do
G.
have a lot of talent, but the playoffs exposed amongst, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid is that there is still some developing in the fundamentals. Like Joel Embiid needs to, I think it was the last play not the last game, but the game before that where they lost, that he needed to come off, he needed to go and set that screen a little bit harder. He needed to roll off the screen a little harder. Like there's so many things like getting back, he's like lackadaisical. When Redick threw that pass that to Ben Simmons, like if you're getting inbound, like if you're inbound and you pass it back, or put it this way, if you're the inbounder and you pass it, you're always taught to look back that you might get the ball back.
Right.
You don't just run away and just.
Simmons ran on the curl and didn't turn back.
He didn't turn
and Redick
back.
thought he was going to turn back.
And-
that was
right,
a key
exactly.
play in game 3.
So there are some things that, again, they are young. So you think, they're going to learn and with coaching and the good player development. But Embiid needs to worry less about, the talking and getting into
See,
the
here
crowd
she go.
and things
Here
of that
she
nature.
go.
And just button up those fundamentals. And then once you
It's
button
the
up
Bill Belichick in her.
and once you button up them fundamentals,
It's the Coach Pop in her.
then you can talk. But until you get those little things, because trust me,
Shut up until you win something.
it's gonna be I'm not saying until you win something, but until you do those little things and get those things tightened up, then you're always going to be good. But
Till you do right by me, you
I just
always
think
going. That's some Miss Sealy
I
stuff.
think they're probably like a year ahead of schedule.
Right.
I think they're growing. I would never tell Embiid to stop being who he is. I think that'll just ruin his game completely.
no, he
Go out
can
there and
beat
play
that.
and talk and do what you do because that's what you do, and just they'll get better as a team.
I think, like you said, there's a difference between youth and inexperience. They're inexperienced. They're a young team, but they're inexperienced as it relates to the playoffs.
And playoff basketball is a lot different than
Absolutely.
regular season. They're realizing that.
Right. And somebody had a debate with somebody, and they talked about all the experienced players on. There's an article out there that I skimmed it, and they say that the Sixers actually have more players with more playoff experience, but they don't have that playoff experience together.
Right.
And see, there's something to be said about that together. And
So
also,
I have playoff experience, and I'm on a team with LeBron, and it's completely different.
JJ Redick had playoff experience. You know, other players have playoff, but they don't have it together as a team, and that's what I think is more beneficial. And also, Brad Stevens is out coaching. What is it, Brett Brown?
Brett Brown coached in the playoffs before.
That's what I'm saying. So he's also inexperienced.
Right.
And the guys who have playoff experience for the 76ers are all role players. Their main guys don't have the experience. The guys who have to make the big shots and supposed to have the ball in their hands, those are the guys that don't have the experience. So, yeah, I mean, you got to give them credit for what they've done so far. That 5-game win in the first round versus Miami, that's impressive. Got to give them credit for that. But, you know, Boston's been there, done that.
I didn't think they were going to win 50 games for the season. You give them credit for winning 50 in the regular season. That was way higher than my expectation for what the Sixers were going to do.
So Sixer fans should be happy, sad,
they should be happy
optimistic.
they should be happy with the trajectory of the team.
They're trending in the right direction. And again, I think Embiid, I would never, as a coach, I would never try to take away from the thing that the person does that motivates them, that gives them that little spark. However, I'm like, okay, you can have that spark, but you need to do these things first before you can really, you know, worry about that spark, because he's worrying too much about that and not about the little things that's going to get us the win. And then it's like the best form of success or the revenge or whatever you want to call it is like what you say did to him when it was Rozier, but Marcus Morris when
he's going 3-0, 3-0, 3-0.
Yeah, because until you get to that point where you are winning, and it's because you have taken care of those little things. Anytime somebody do this, all you're gonna do is you're gonna have to shut it up. Because
and also Marcus Morris said something funny after the game. They asked him about that, and he said, "Well, you know," he was like, "This guy Embiid was still talking." He was like, "I can't even imagine." He was like, "If I was down 3-0, I wouldn't say a word."
Yeah,
so
I remember he said that.
He's a weird dude. Like, he's still talking mess down 0-3. That's crazy.
Yeah, I agree 100%. But like Go said, that's his personality. That's who he is. Right. But in that post-game presser, he was a little more contrite. Hey, Murph.
Because he's always been that way, though. He's always talked on the court, but then in interviews, he was different.
Okay. Murph, give the show a shout-out, Bros Pod. Tell for people where they can find it.
Yeah, check us out on Bros Pod on iTunes. It's Bill Roden on Sports, actually, on iTunes and SoundCloud and you know, a few other places you can find podcasts. As you know, Otis, you were on the last episode we had 2 weeks ago. We'll be back on this week. We'll be recording, and you'll be there again.
Absolutely,
so,
I appreciate it.
Definitely support the show. Bill Roden on Sports, iTunes, SoundCloud. Check us out.
All right, Murph. I'll check you out tomorrow, brother.
All right, definitely.
That's the great.
Have a good night, Murph.
Thank you again for your time. That's the great Jamal Murphy.
And before we get out of here, I want to say this Saturday coming up at Express Lounge in Plainfield, New Jersey, we have the Who Owns the Mic. It's open mic night for singers, spoken word artists, and comedians. It's $10 entry. You get your early tickets. You can get your tickets right here on the website. There's a tab for Who Owns the Mic. Early tickets give you a light buffet. So come out. We have a Platinum R&B group, Allure, performing.
Allure.
And other special guests performing. So come out and have a good night on Saturday night.
Saturday night, and that's $10, right?
Yes.
You can't beat that, folks. Nope. Folks, we appreciate your time. If you're in the Plainfield area, check out Who Owns the Mic. It's going to be a great show. And check us out next week. We will be back to talk more sports, debate more sports with you. And as we always say, you cannot play the game unless you are in the game. Tomorrow night, Ghost. Who you got live in the Cypher?
I'm not sure. It's either going to be reviewed between Royce the 5'9" or Styles P.
All right.
Both of them drop.
If you're a hip-hop fan, check out Live in the Cypher, the cornerstone of the franchise here at WBKS1. Good night, folks. See you next week.
Good night.
Good night.